Transpakuan might run again at the end of this month. At the very least, they didn't desecrate their transit system further by selling their buses. Looking at you, Transmetro Dewata. Also, they changed their name to Transmetro Pakuan. However, most likely, only 2 out of 4 lines will be running. That is lines 1 and 2. Lines 5 and 6 were sacrificed due to poor ridership, and I think I know why. Line 5 mainly connects residential areas in Central and North Bogor to the train station. Along the way, there are schools, cafes, a museum, and Jambu Dua Plaza, a small mall. This is overall a decent route, but it is noticeably shorter than lines 1 and 2, and there aren't that many truly major trip generators besides Bogor Station. Line 6 is a bit more problematic though, as it mainly goes from residential area to residential area. It does pass by a government office and Jambu Dua Plaza Mall, but this does not look like a line set up for high ridership. It doesn't go to a bus terminal, it doesn't go to a train station, and it doesn't go to some sort of CBD. I think line 5 and 6 deserve to exist, as they have their roles to play, providing local and feeder service. But that's not good enough when you have a city that's extremely stingy with transit funding and unserious with running buses, as evident by the fact that the city of 1 million hasn't had the proper bus system in over 70 days. Imagine having no electricity, running water, or anyone to pick up the trash for 70 days, and the government just tells you to buy your own generator, buy your own water pump, and throw the garbage wherever in the meantime. When you have a government like this, we're forced to squeeze every last bit of ridership out of every line and unfortunately neglect certain parts of the city. So with that said, why on earth does Transmetro Pakuan not go to Institut Pertanian Bogor main campus in Dramaga and Bogor Public Hospital? To be fair, IPB's main campus is in Bogor Regency, not Bogor City. But this is not some random neighborhood or some tiny community college we're talking about. This is a massive university with 36,000 students. University students are some of the most willing people to take transit. Transmetro Pakuan should make a line that goes from IPB Dramaga, passes by Bubulak Terminal, Tip Top Supermarket, a place known for severe overcrowding due to cheap prices, Bogor Public Hospital, Bogor Station, the Botanical Gardens, and terminating in Cidangyang Terminal, which allows transfers to Transmetro Pakuan Corridors 1, 2, the more expensive Transpakuan Sentul Shuttle Bus aka Line 7, and the airport bus. This mini terminal is also located next to Botani Square, the most crowded mall in Bogor City. I guess this should be called Line 8. Now, with Transmetro Pakuan out of the way, let's talk about Perumda Transpakuan. Yes, there's 2 Transpakuans. One provides subsidized service and the other I presume doesn't, judging by the latter's more expensive ticket prices that range from 12,000 to 20,000 rupiah and the fact that it didn't get eviscerated at the start of 2025. Perumda Transpakuan first needs to extend Corridor 7 all the way to the eastern tip of Sentul City. They'll gain more ridership from serving Janggalan, Jami Al Munawaroh Mosque, and Taman Budaya. Even if the rich local residents are not interested in taking the bus, non-locals are, and it will save Sentul from getting an atrocious F- in the Jakarta Suburbs tier list video. Meanwhile, in Bogor City, Corridor 7 should be extended to Bogor Station, so people arriving via the Bogor line have a one-seat ride to all those tourist destinations. Headway should remain every 30 to 60 minutes. Perumda Transpakuan also runs 2 feeder lines to Harjamukti LRT station. Currently, each line has around 3 to 4 departures every weekday. Both lines need to start running all day from 5 AM to 8 or 9 PM. 60 or even 90-minute frequencies are fine, along with the 12,000 to 20,000 rupiah fare, as long as you stick to the schedule and activate bus tracking in Mitra Darat. If Perumda Transpakuan doesn't have enough buses, they can always borrow from Transmetro Pakuan, considering their service cuts means that they have plenty of spare buses. I do have other ideas for the Cibubur line feeder buses, but I don't think this should be the responsibility of Perumda Transpakuan, since they all go to Bogor Regency, not Bogor City. From Harjamukti LRT station, there should be buses to Sentul City, not just to the west, but to the east, all the way to Taman Budaya or Janggalan. There should also be buses to Summarecon Bogor and Ciawi, and if you're brave enough, Cianjur, because technically Cianjur is part of Greater Jakarta. Bogor, you have around 15 days to regain public trust. Get lines 1 and 2 up and running by the end of this month as you have said.